You will go after me, right? We are live. We are live. ठीक है? You are not sitting there. ठीक है?
Good evening, respected director, sir, honored judges, respected teachers, dear parents, my dear friends, and all our audiences watching us live on social media platforms. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to Expressions 2026, where words find wings. Today is not merely a competition. It's a celebration of imagination, confidence, and the incredible power of words.
नमस्कार एवं सुसंध्या। सावित्री अकेडमी की ओर से आप सभी का इस भव्य अंग्रेजी एवं हिंदी वाद विवाद तथा वाचन प्रतियोगिता में हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन है। आज हमारे प्रतिभाशाली विद्यार्थी कविता, कहानी और वाद विवाद के माध्यम से अपने विचारों, भावनाओं और प्रतिभा का सुंदर प्रदर्शन करेंगे।
Words have the power to inspire, stories have the power to transform, and poetry has the power to touch hearts. So let us embark on this beautiful literary journey together.
किसी भी प्रतियोगिता की गरिमा उसके निष्पक्ष निर्णयों से बढ़ती है। आज हमारे बीच ऐसे ही विशिष्ट हस्तियां उपस्थित हैं। हम आमंत्रित करते हैं मिसेस नवनीता मुखर्जी मैम एंड मिसेस दीपानिका विश्वास मैम। They are dedicated educators from Crescent International School, teaching students across primary and upper primary classes. We are honored to have their analytical expertise and keen eye for details on our panel to evaluate today's elocution and debate competition.
May I request our respected director Neil sir to kindly present bouquets to our esteemed judges as a token of love, gratitude and respect.
Announce the name also. Announce the name also.
Mrs. Navneeta Banerjee and Mrs. Devanita Viswas.
Clap.
Every successful institution is guided by a visionary leader whose encouragement inspires us to dream big and achieve higher. It is now a privilege to invite our respected director, Neil sir, to attract the gathering with his inspiring words.
Hello. So good evening, respected judges, Ms. Navneeta Mukherjee Ganguly and Mrs. Devanita Vishwas, dear parents who are watching us online, teachers and my beloved students. A very warm welcome to all of you to Express 26, where words find wings. Today is a very special day for Savitri Academy. We have gathered here not merely for a competition, but for a celebration of confidence, expression, creativity, and encouragement. Many people often ask, why? Hello, I said. So, many people often ask why a tuition center organizes an elocution competition. Isn't a tuition center meant only for studies? My answer is simple. Education is bigger than marks. A child may score excellent marks in an examination, but if he or she cannot express ideas confidently, communicate effectively, or stand before an audience without fear, then an important part of education remains incomplete. At Savitri Academy, we believe that our responsibility does not end with completing chapters, solving questions, or preparing students for examinations. Our responsibility is to prepare children for life. This is the very reason behind organizing this Expressions 2026. Today, as our students stand before you to recite poetry, narrate stories, and participate in debates, they are doing much more than speaking words. They are learning to overcome fear. They are learning to think clearly, organize their thoughts, and communicate with confidence. These are life skills that will stay with them long after they leave the classrooms. Years from now, when they appear for interviews, lead teams, become doctors, engineers, teachers, entrepreneurs, administrators, or responsible citizens, the confidence they gain on stage like this will help them to succeed. Dear parents who are watching us from online platform, from Facebook Live, I would like to take this opportunity to share something very important. In our society, we often measure children only through their marks and report cards. But every child is unique. Some are gifted in academics, while others shine in public speaking, leadership, art, music, sports, creativity, or problem solving. A report card cannot measure every talent. It can never measure talent. Events like this provide a platform for children who may not always stand first in examinations but possess remarkable abilities waiting to be discovered. Sometimes, a child who struggles to score high marks becomes the best speaker, the best leader, or the most confident person in the room. And when the child receives appreciation, encouragement, and recognition, some wonderful thing happens. Confidence is born. Confidence changes life. As educators, it is our duty not only to teach subjects but also to discover hidden talents and help children believe in themselves. To my dear students, today, do not focus only in medals, certificates, or rankings. Just don't focus on all these things. Focus on the courage it took to stand on this stage. Focus on the effort you invested in preparing yourselves. Focus on becoming a better vision for yourself. Remember, every speaker was once a nervous beginner. every confident leader once stood where you will be standing today. The fact that you have stepped onto this stage already makes you a winner. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to our esteemed judges, Mrs. Nabanita Mukherjee Ganguly and Mrs. Deepanika Biswas from Crescent International School, Dhanbad. Thank you for accepting our invitation and taking time out of your busy schedule to encourage and evaluate our students. Your presence adds tremendous value to this event and serves as a source of inspiration for all our young participants. I would also like to thank my colleague and teaching staffs. Behind every successful event stands a dedicated team of teachers who encourage students, conduct practice sessions, motivate hesitant learners, and work tirelessly to make such programs successful. So a huge thanks to each and every of the teachers of my team. Nextly, all your efforts often remain unseen, but they are deeply appreciated. Friends, students, and teachers, Savitri Academy started with a small dream in a single room. Today, when I see students confidently taking the stage, parents supporting their children, teachers working together, and respected guests join us, I feel proud, not only because of the size of our institution, but because of the values we are trying to build. We may be a small institution, but our dreams of our students, for our students, are very big. We want them not only to score marks, but to develop characters, not only gain knowledge, but to gain confidence, not only to become successful professionals, but thoughtful, expressive, and responsible human beings. That, in my opinion, is the true purpose of education. Today's event remind us that every child has a voice, every child has talent, and every child deserves a platform where the talent can find wings. Before I conclude, I would like to extend my heartfelt best wishes to each and every participant sitting here. Whether you win a medal today or not, remember that your courage to stand on this stage expresses yourself as an achievement in itself. Continue to learn, continue to grow, and never be afraid to let your voice be heard. I am proud of every one of you and wish you all the very best for today's competition and for all your future endeavors. Thank you all for being a part of Expression 2026, where words find wings. Let the words fly, let the confidence grow, and let the future begin. Thank you. Jai Hind.
A big round of applause for our lead sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your motivating words.
Now, without further delay, let us begin today's literary extravaganza. Every poem is a melody of emotions, where simple words paint extraordinary pictures.
Our first category is dedicated to our youngest stars, whose innocent voices and boundless confidence brighten the stage. Let's encourage each participant with a warm round of applause.
Our first participant, Tejas Agrawal from Class 1, is all set to present the cheerful poem Rolly Polly. This delightful poem reminds us how even the simplest characters can fill our hearts with happiness. Please welcome Tejas with a big round of applause.
Please shift the
Tejas, he can be
back.
the speaker.
Also, please remove the speaker. Please shift the speaker a bit that side. Tejas, एक hello बोलो पहले, एक hello बोलो. Say a hello. Hello, check.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Wonderful start, Tejas. You have set the perfect tone for today's competition.
Tejas is in which class? Standard 1. Come Tejas, come this way. Come this way.
उधर से पास करेंगे इतना दूर हम नहीं है.
You will sit this side or that side? That ना. Tejas बेटा,
इधर आ जाओ.
इधर आ जाओ. So पीछे से जाके वहाँ करो. Shift करो. जब participant का हो जाएगा, you will shift.
दर्शन की बेटा वहीं से पास करना स्टूडेंट्स. इतना दूर आने मत दो, ठीक है.
Our next participant is Amayur Rahman from class 1. She is all set to recite the beautiful poem The Kite. Through this,
Please wait for the judges to evaluate.
First stages.
Sanjana Miss and Salaman Miss, Sanjana Miss, you can be with these kids in the stage if you feel like any.
through this poem, we are reminded of the joy of watching a kite soar high in the sky, sing freedom, dreams, and endless possibilities. Please welcome Amira with a warm round of applause.
A kite on the ground is just paper and sing, but up in the air it will dance and sing. A kite in the air will dance and will caper, but back on the ground is just string and paper. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, Amira. That was a delightful presentation.
शिफ्ट करोगे, ठीक है.
अब मंच पर आ रही है कक्षा 2 की छात्रा
नेहा मिस, आप ना देखिए बार बार आ रही है. आप इधर आ जाइए. वो टूल लेकर आ जाइए.
अब मंच पर आ रही है कक्षा 2 की छात्रा अन्वी चैटर्जी। इनकी कविता अच्छी शिक्षा हमें जीवन में अच्छे संस्कार और शिक्षा के महत्व का संदेश देती है। तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें अन्वी चैटर्जी का।
जो रहता है मंदिर के अंदर, जो रहता है मंदिर के अंदर, गुरुद्वारा में जो रहता है, गिरजा में भी रहता है, जो हमारे सहारा है, उसको गाते हैं हम, गीत उसी की गाते हैं हम।
बहुत बढ़िया। सचमुच शिक्षा ही जीवन की सबसे बड़ी पूंजी है।
कक्षा 3 के नीरव अग्रवाल प्रस्तुत करेंगे देश की माटी देश का जल। यह कविता मातृभूमि की प्रेम, सम्मान और गर्व की भावना को व्यक्त करती है। आइए तालियों से उनका उत्साह वर्धन करें।
देश की माटी देश का जल, देश की माटी देश का जल, हवा देश के फल, सरस बने प्रभु सरस बने, देश के गढ़ और देश के घाट, देश के रंग और देश की बात, सरल बने प्रभु सरल बने, देश की ताकत देश के ऊपर, देश के गढ़ के भाई बहन, विमल बने प्रभु विमल बने।
देशभक्ति से भरपूर आपकी प्रस्तुति ने सभी का मन जीत लिया।
अच्छा, a kind request to the teacher there, Sanjana Miss. Unless the angles are completed, please clap. Don't send the students. If the clap, then send the students. Okay?
Kindness is one of the greatest virtues one can possess. Our next participant, Priyadarshini Dalai of class 3, brings a beautiful poem titled, You Are the Kindest Thing I Know. Let's welcome her warmly.
These are kindest thing I know. They don't have, they simply go. They spread the shadow to simply come and gather birds along coast. They are the first when they to touch the wings of morning sun. They will the last when Thank you.
That was truly heart-touching. Thank you for reminding us that kindness makes the world a better place.
अब आमंत्रित करते हैं कक्षा 3 के शाब्दिक कमाल को। इनकी कविता भारत देश हमारे महान राष्ट्र की विविधता, संस्कृति और गौरव का सुंदर चित्र प्रस्तुत करती है।
Just a minute, just a minute. You both teachers come this side now, please. That is blocking the podium. Come this way. Come towards your right. Yes.
तालियों से स्वागत करें। भारत देश हमारा है, हमें जान से प्यारा है, दुनिया का सरताज है ये, सारे देशों से न्यारा, गंगा यमुना नदियां हैं बहती, हिमालय सौ पर्वत है, भिन्न संस्कृति भिन्न उत्सव, यहाँ भाषाओं का संगम है। हम सब ये वादा करते हैं, हम आगे बढ़ते जाएं, कभी न झुकने देंगे इसको और इसकी शान बढ़ाएंगे। थैंक यू। बहुत सुंदर, आपका देश प्रेम आपकी प्रस्तुति में साफ झलक रहा है।
Nature speaks in many ways, through the rustling leaves, the flowing rivers, and the singing birds. Our next participant, Vardhan Singh from class 3, brings us the beautiful poem, Message from Nature. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
The mountain tell me hold your high. The mountain tell me hold your head high. Whatever be the problem, look it in the eye. The river tell me don't look behind. March on ahead till your goal you find. The sea tell me have a depth of correct. The waves call out, don't forget your laughter. The trees tell me do good to one and all.
Let go of the past, let my lips fall. The sun tell me you must go on shining. In every dark cloud be the silver lining. Have a look at the nature and you will see there's so much, just let me. Thank you.
Thank you for reminding us to respect and care for nature. Well done, Vardhan.
Every mighty tree begins as a tiny seed. Our next participant, Riyansh Sinha from class 4, will present the poem Seeds, which teaches us that patience and hard work helps us grow. Please encourage him with your applause.
The seed I sow from weak unseed had pushed up quickly. Shoots of green, so value drinking the tiniest one would never let. A green fish so of no of flavor near their lies at little cherry stone in size. Wish that has someone has happy away. Bask in sunshine, see the day. Thank you.
Excellent, Riyansh. Your words beautifully convey the message that small beginnings often lead to great achievements. अब मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ कक्षा 2 की प्रतिभागी पम्मी कुमारी को, जो प्यारी माँ प्रस्तुत करेंगी। माँ का प्यार सबसे अनमोल होता है। स्वागत कीजिए पम्मी का।
माँ तुम कितनी सुंदर हो, भोली भारी प्यारी हो, मैं तुम्हारी प्यारी बिटिया और तुम जान हमारी हो। मुझे खिलाती, मुझे पढ़ाती, गोद में अपनी मुझे सिलाती, मेरे सिर का हाथ फैलाकर हर दिन नया उत्साह बढ़ाती। कभी कहती मुझे रानी बिटिया, कभी आँख का तारा, प्यार से गले लगाकर मुझको जान से प्यारा कहती। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद पम्मी, बहुत ही सुंदर प्रस्तुति। आपकी कविता ने हमारा दिल जीत लिया। With this we come to an end of our first category comprising of students from classes 1 to 4.
Let us now move on to the second category of our today's competition, rhymes that inspire, presented by the students of Standard 5.
अच्छा, just a minute.
With vibrant colors and endless beauty, a rainbow always fills our hearts with joy and hope. To begin our second category, Shanvi Singh from class 5 is here to present a lovely poem, The Rainbow. Please welcome her warmly.
Boats along the rivers, ships along the seas, but clouds that come across the sky is prettier far than these. There are bridges on the river as pretty as you please, but the boat that bridges heaven and overtop the trees, and built a road from earth to sky is prettier far than these. Thank you.
A colorful performance indeed. Thank you, Shanti, for bringing smiles to our face.
अब मंच पर आ रहे हैं कक्षा 5 के आयुष कुमार। इनकी कविता हम भी सीखें हमें जीवन में निरंतर सीखते रहने और आगे बढ़ने की प्रेरणा देती है। जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें।
सूरज हमें देता है सब कुछ, हम भी तो कुछ देना सीखे। हवा नया जीवन देती, देश हमें देता है सब कुछ, हम भी तो कुछ देना सीखे। सूरज हमें रोशनी देता, हवा नया जीवन देती है। भूख मिटाने को हम सब कुछ धरती पर होती है खेती, और
औरों का पीड़ित और दुश्मन ऐसा कुछ हम करना सीखे। पथिकों को जल्दी दोपहर में पेड़ सजा देते हैं छाया, खुशबू भरे फूल देते हैं हमको तो नहीं फलों की माया। त्यागी तक होता है जीवन से हम भी तो कुछ जीना सीखे। जो अनपढ़ है उन्हें पढ़ाए, जो चुप है उन्हें वाणी दे, जो पीछे है उन्हें बढ़ाए, प्यासी मिट्टी को पानी देकर नया उजाला करना सीखे। धन्यवाद।
बहुत सुंदर। सीखने की कोई घमंड नहीं होती और आपने इस संदेश को बहुत प्रभावशाली ढंग से प्रस्तुत किया।
अब मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ कक्षा 5 की छात्रा अनुष्का राव को। अनुष्का प्रस्तुत करेंगी सुंदर हिंदी कविता मेरा नया बचपन। जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत है।
बार बार आती है मुझको, बार बार आती है मुझको मधुर याद बचपन तेरी। गया ले गया तू जीवन की सबसे मस्त खुशी मेरी। चिंता रहित खेलना खाना पॉकेट ना निर्भय स्वचन, कैसे भूला जा सकता है बचपन का अतुलित आनंद। ऊंच नीच का ज्ञान नहीं था, छुआछूत किसने जानी। बनी हुई थी आठ झोपड़ी और चिथड़ों में थी रानी। पिए दूध के कुल्ले मैंने जूस अंगूठा अमृत पिया। किलकारी कल्लोल मचाकर सूना घर आबाद किया। मैं रोई माँ काम छोड़ के आई, मुझे उठा लिया झाड़ पोंछ कर चूम चूम, गीले गालों को सुखा दिया। आजा बचपन एक बार फिर से दे दे अपनी निर्मल शांति। व्याकुल व्यथा मिटाने वाली वो अपनी प्राकृतिक विश्रांति। मैं बचपन को बुला रही थी, बोल उठी बिटिया मेरी। नंदन बंसी फूल उठी वह छोटी सी कुटिया मेरी। माँ आओ कहकर बुला रही थी, मिट्टी खाकर आई थी। कुछ मुंह में कुछ लिए हाथ में मुझे खिलाने लाई थी। पुलक रहे थे अंग, दिगों में था कुतूहल था झलक रहा। मुंह में थी आह्लाद लालिमा, विजयगढ़ था झलक रहा। मैंने पूछा ये क्या लाई, बोल उठी वो माँ खाओ। हुआ प्रफुल्लित हृदय हर्ष से, मैंने कहा तुम ही खाओ। पाया मैंने बचपन फिर से, बचपन बेटी बन आई। उसकी मंजूर मूर्ति देखकर मुझ में नवजीवन आई।
धन्यवाद अनुष्का, आपने मधुरवाणी और सुंदर प्रस्तुति से कविता को जीवंत कर दिया।
Parents are our first teachers and our greatest supporters. Adrit Mukherjee from class 5 is here with a touching poem, Mothers and Fathers. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
My mother a beauty, my father a guide. With their love I never felt deprived. Each gift they gave, each wish fulfilled. A heaven they crafted, a life they built. Alone they shine like stars at night, but together they are my source of light. My mother's kindness like air I breathe, my father's wisdom my thoughts beneath. I am not alone, not then, not now. With them beside me I make this vow. Whatever I am, whatever I be, they are the roots that nurture me. Whatever they created, however they tried, the largest part of them lies inside. I am who I am, shaped by their grace. It's me, yet they are in every place. Thank you.
That was heartfelt and meaningful. Thank you, Adrit, for paying such a lovely tribute to parents.
Science opens the door to imagination, knowledge, and endless adventures. Our next participant, Nityam Chattaraj from Class 5, will present the poem Books. Please welcome him.
Wonder, what world
Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Hello. This cooler, the mic should be a bit away from the cooler. That anchor's mic was on. The anchor's mic was on. Let that be there. No problem. No problem. The anchor should please remember to switch off their mics. Maynak sir, come. Everyone present here.
We have this taking apartment.
What worlds of wonder are our books? As one opens them and looks, new ideas and people rise in our fancies and our eyes. The room we sit in melts away, and we find ourselves at play with someone who, before the end, may be our chosen friend, or we sail along the page to some other land or age. Here's our body in the chair, but our mind is over there. Each book is a magic box, which with a touch a child unlocks. In between their outside covers, books hold all the things for their lovers. Thank you.
Fantastic. Your recitation reminded us that books truly are our best friend.
Acha, before we go further, everyone, Nityam had his sacred drink ceremony day before yesterday. Okay. How are you feeling? You're not feeling good. Why?
It feels sometimes, it doesn't feel.
Nityam is the most honest speaker in the entire academy. Let me tell the judges. He will say the truth. No matter what.
Good. Check.
Every book takes us on a new journey without ever leaving our seat. Ayush Gupta from Class 5 will now present Adventure of Books. Please put your hands together for him.
Books are ships that sail the sea to lands of snow of jungle trees, and I am the captain golden tree who will decide which place we will see. And I am the captain golden tree. Come, let us sail the magic ship. Books are trains in many lands, crossing hills or desert sands, and I am the engineer who guides the train on its exciting ride. Come, let us ride the magic train. Books are zoo that make a home for birds and beasts not free to roam. And I am the keeper of the zoo. I choose the things to show to you. Come, let us visit in a zoo. Books are gardens, fairies, elves, cowboys and people like ourselves. And I can find little good look, just what I want inside a book. Come, let us read for reading fun. Thank you, everyone.
What an adventurous performance. Well done, Ayush. Keep reading and keep dreaming.
Life becomes happier when we appreciate the little things that brings us joy. Akash from Class 5 will now present My Favorite Things. Let's welcome him with cheerful applause.
Raindrops on roses and whisker on kitties, white copper metal and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packets tied up with strings. These are my two favorite things. Cream green-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, bells and sleigh bells with noodles. These are a few of favorite things. Girls in white ribbon and blue stained laces, snowflakes that stay on my eyelashes and nose. These are my few of favorite things. When dog bites, when bee stings, when I feel so sad, I just remember my favorite things and then I will don't sad feel. Thank you everyone.
Lovely presentation. Thank you for sharing your favorite things with us so beautifully.
हमारे अंतिम प्रतिभागी हैं कक्षा 5 की आस्था कुमारी, जो प्रस्तुत करेंगी प्रसिद्ध बाल कविता चांद का कुर्ता। यह कविता अपनी कल्पनाशीलता और मधुरता के कारण बच्चों की प्रिय कविताओं में से एक है। जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें।
हटकर बैठा चांद एक दिन माता से यह बोला, सिलवा दो मुझको ऊन का मोटा एक झिंगोला। सनसन चलती हवा रात भर जाड़े से मरता हूँ, ठिठुर ठिठुर कर किसी तरह यात्रा पूरी करता हूँ। आसमान का सफर और ये मौसम है जाड़े का, ना हूँ अगर तो ला दो कुर्ता ही कोई भाड़े का। बच्चे की सुन बात कहा माता ने, अरे सलोने कुशल करे भगवान, लगे न तुझको जादू टोने। जाड़े की तो बात ठीक है पर मैं तो डरती हूँ, एक नाक में कभी नहीं तुझको देखा करती हूँ। कभी एक अंगुल भर चौड़ा, कभी 1 फुट मोटा, बड़ा किसी दिन हो जाता है और किसी दिन छोटा। घटता घटता रोज किसी दिन ऐसा भी करता है, नहीं किसी की भी आंखों को दिखलाई पड़ता है। अब तू ही तो बता, नाप तेरी किस रोज ले आऊं, सीधे एक झिंगोला जो हर रोज बदन में आए। धन्यवाद।
बहुत ही मनमोहक प्रस्तुति। आस्था, आपने अपनी मधुर अभिव्यक्ति से सभी का मन मोह लिया।
A huge round of applause for all our wonderful young poets. Each one of you prove that confidence, creativity and expression have no age.
वाह, क्या ही शानदार प्रस्तुतियां हैं।
Coordinate with her. Look at her sometimes. What things are done.
वाह, क्या ही शानदार प्रस्तुतियां हैं। सभी प्रतिभागियों ने अपनी प्रतिभा और आत्मविश्वास से इस मंच को गौरवान्वित किया। अब हम बढ़ते हैं अगले चरण की ओर, जहाँ कहानियाँ केवल सुनाई नहीं जाएंगी बल्कि जीवंत होकर हमारे सामने प्रस्तुत होगी।
Every story is a journey. It introduces us to new characters, teaches us valuable lessons, and leaves behind memories that stay with us forever.
कहानियाँ केवल मनोरंजन नहीं करती बल्कि जीवन जीने की नई सीख भी देती हैं। आइए अब सुनते हैं हमारे प्रतिभागियों की रोचक प्रस्तुतियाँ। Let us now move on to the third category of our today's competition, stories that stay forever, presented by the students of class 6 to 8.
Our first storyteller in this round is Anshuman Mishra from class 6. He brings us Nicopopolis by Terry Jones, a tale filled with imagination, courage, and exciting adventures. Please welcome Anshuman with a big round of applause. This is the story of the most extraordinary child, Nicobobin. He lived in dreams and could do anything, which at least his best friend, Rosie, believed. One morning, Rosie threw pebbles at Nicobobin's shutters. I bought a bun and a lemonade, she whispered. We are going to find the land of the dragon. They set off through the narrow street, but soon before they had gone far, Rosie spotted an apple tree on the other side of a garden wall. Stand on my shoulder, Rosie said. Nicobobinus climbed up, but just as he was about to reach for the fruit, he lost his balance and fell with a crash into a massive peaceful garden. Suddenly, 5 thick fingers gripped onto his neck. Got you, growled the voice. But Nicobobinus doubled himself up and a man's legs were knocked away from under him. Nicobobinus ran as fast as he could and ran into a little shed. He dragged the old stone heavy roller against the door. Open this door at once, the man shouted. He had discovered a trapdoor. He lifted it up and went down into a pitch black passage that smelled of graveyard. He took a step, slipped, and fell into a deep dark well. Ouch, he said, as he hit the bottom. He was in a tunnel now, so narrow that he had to squirm and wriggle through the blackness for a long time. Just as he thought he was lost, he found the stone steps leading up. He climbed for minutes until his hands were detached and a panel suddenly split open. He had escaped the garden, but his journey to the land of the dragons was only just beginning. Thank you.
Wonderful storytelling. You took us on an exciting adventure. Well done, Anshuman. Now we invite Avinash Kushal of Class 6. He will narrate The White Elephant by Ruskin Bond, a story that beautifully combines humor, emotions, and life's simple pleasures. Please give him a warm welcome.
Long ago, a magnificent white elephant lived near the Himalayas. He was a noble creature who spent his days caring for his mother, who was old and blind. One evening, a loud cry echoed through the forest. That is the voice of a man in distress. The elephant said, I must go and see if I can help him. But his mother pleaded, do not go, my son. I know the ways of human beings. Your goodness will be rewarded by treachery. But the elephant could not bear to think of anyone in trouble. He rescued a lost forester and carried him safely to the outskirts of Benares. Tragically, the forester was greedy. When he saw the white elephant, he go to the king's palace and back to the forest with king's trainers to capture this rare animal. When white elephant saw the forester again, he sighed, realizing that he had been betrayed. In king's table, the elephant was refused to eat. The animal was looking disappeared. The king said, noble animal, how have you changed? Why do you refuse to eat? The elephant answered mournfully, all I desire is to return to my poor grandmother, while she is alone and starving. How can I eat? Moved by his devotion, the king replied, noble animal, your
Congratulations!
Choosing a dream is never easy, and sometimes the journey is full of surprises. Soumya Raj from class 6 will now present how Daddy decided what he wanted to be. Let's welcome her.
When Dad was little, he was often asked what he wanted to be when he grew. He always had an answer ready, but each time it was completely different. At first, he wanted to be a night watchman. He loved the idea of being the only person awake, making noise while the rest of the town slept. But soon an ice cream man with a bright tin cart caught his eye. Daddy decided he would push a cart and eat a stick of ice cream for everyone he sold. Later at the railway station, he saw a man shunting locomotives and decided that was the most interesting job in the world. When people asked how he would manage both, he simply said he would sell ice cream in the morning and shunt car in the afternoon. Over time, his list grew to include being a pilot, an actor, and even a shepherd. Finally, he decided he really wanted to be a dog. He spent the day on all fours, barking at strangers and even trying to scratch behind his ear with his foot. An officer stopped to watch him and asked, "Don't you want to remain human?" Daddy replied that he had been a human for a long time. But as the officer walked away, Daddy began to think. He felt ashamed and realized he couldn't change his mind every day. The next time someone asked about his future, he gave the best answer of all. "I want to be a human being." No one laughed because being a good human being is the most important job of all. Thank you.
Beautifully narrated. Thank you for reminding us that every dream begins with curiosity.
Our next participant is Somoji Bhattacharya from class 6. He presents a story adapted from one of Shakespeare's most celebrated books, The Merchant of Venice, highlighting friendship, justice, and mercy. Please put your hands together for him.
In the bustling city of Venice, a dangerous bond was formed. Antonio, a wealthy merchant, had borrowed 3,000 ducats to help his friend Bassanio marry the beautiful Portia. But the price of the loan was not money, but a merry sport. Shylock, fueled by years of Antonio's insults, demanded a pound of Antonio's flesh if the debt was not repaid in 3 months. When Antonio's ships were lost at sea and the money vanished, the sea moved to the Duke's court. Shylock stood firm, sharpening his knife and refusing even 6,000 ducats to satisfy his hatred. "I stay here on my bond," he cried, demanding the law be upheld. Enter Balthazar, a young lawyer who was actually Portia in disguise. At first, Balthazar seemed to side with the moneylender and agreed that law must take its course. Shylock rejoiced, calling her noble and wise judge. Shylock rushed forward, knife in hand, ready to claim his prize from Antonio's guest. "Tarry a little," Balthazar commanded. "The bond thee here shows no dot of blood." The court fell silent. Portia explained that while Shylock would take his pound of flesh, if he shed even one single drop of Antonio's Christian blood, his lands and goods would be forfeited to the state. Defeated by his own greed and the letter of the law, Shylock realized he had conspired against the life of a citizen. The Duke spared him but ordered him to apologize and give half of his fortune to the state and the other half to Antonio. As Shylock left the stage in shame, Bassanio cried out, "Hail, my lord, justice prevails." Antonio was saved, not by the sword, but by the brilliant wit of a woman, proved that even the strictest law must be tempered with mercy. Thank you.
Splendid presentation. You brought a timeless classic to on the stage.
Please welcome Preeti Singh from class 7 who will present Monkey Trouble by Rusting Ball, a delightful story full of humor and unexpected twists.
Hello. My grandfather had a weakness of keeping unusual pets, a habit that I, at the age of 8, was only too happy to support. For 10 rupees he got Tutu, a small girl monkey with eyes that sparkled with mischief. My grandmother initially objected and eventually said, well, a girl monkey might be less troublesome than a boy. But the real trouble began when Aunt Tutu went to bazaar to buy an engagement ring. I and Tutu followed her at a discreet distance. When the jeweler was busy, Tutu slipped into the shop and scooped up a heavy pearl necklace. That dreadful monkey Aunt Tutu screamed. The chase was legendary. Tutu leaped onto a scooter, swerved into a fruit stall, and finally landed on a washerman's donkey. Seeing she was gone, she flung the necklace into a small canal. It took Rocky, Aunt Tutu's chance, 20 minutes to find the necklace from the dripping treasure. Few days later, when the grandmother was preparing the wedding cake, Tutu decided to help her. When no one was looking, she added her own ingredients like red chili sauce, bitter peas, and eggshells. The guests thought that it would have an interesting flavor, but grandmother looked speechless in her first crunch and whispered, I'm not exactly sure what went into this cake. The guests were not seen for few days after the wedding, but it was a certain wedding and the monkey that no one would ever forget. Thank you.
That was thoroughly entertaining. Thank you for making us smile.
Our next storyteller is Yash Kumar Gupta from class 7. He will be presenting the inspiring short story, A Hero. Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
For young Swami, life took an unexpected turn when his father read a news report about a brave who fought a tiger. Swami was skeptical. How could a boy fight with the tiger, father? He must have been a strong grown-up person. Father said, courage is everything, Swami. Strength and age are not important. To prove it, he should a terrifying challenge. Let me see if you can see around tonight in my office room. Swami usually slept beside his granny. He tried to change the subject, chattering loudly about his cricket club. But the father was firm. No, you must do it now. It is disgraceful to sleeping beside his granny like a baby. That night, the office room felt like a dungeon. Shadow rounds on the wall and every dust of the trees surrounded like a ghost, displayed for safety. Swami crouched under a bench. Suddenly, he saw something moving in the darkness, thinking it was a devil and come to tear him apart. He clawed out and used his teeth like a mortal weapon, biting into the figure and said, Ayyo, something has bitten me, came an organized thundering cry. Father and the servant rushed in to find the notorious housebreaker bleeding on the floor. The next day, Swami was the hero. The headmaster called him to scout, and even the police were grateful. The father asked later where the clever boy was sleeping. The mother snapped in his usual place, beside his granny. Swami was listening under his blanket. Felt a tremendous sense of relief that his order was finally over. Thank you.
Thank you, Yash. That was an engaging narration. class 7. He will present the touching short story, January 9th. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Halku was hand wrapped between a cold winter and a colder death, gave his last 3 rupees, saved for a blanket, to his landlord, knowing that without it he would have to face the January nights in the field with nothing but an old shawl. Under the shelter of cane leaves, Halku lay on his bamboo cot, shivering as the stars themselves seemed to breathe. Beside him, for Jamra, his faithful dog, was whimpering, filled the silent, dark air. Desperate for home, Halku huddled with Jamra, finding a strange comfort in the dog's loyalty that poverty could not take away. The cold became intolerable, like ice filling his veins. Halku gathered dry leaves from a nearby orchard to build a fire, momentarily finding relief in the flickering light. But as the fire died down, the bitter wind returned. Suddenly, Jamra began to bark. A pack of wild animals had entered the field, destroying the precious crops. But Halku heard munching and crunching. But the warmth of the ashes held him motionless. He could not bring himself to leave the fire's fading heat to save his livelihood. In the morning, his wife Mundi found him asleep near the extinguished fire. The whole field's ruined, she cried, worried about the future as hired neighbors. But Halku only smiled. The crop was gone, but the long frozen nights in the field were finally over. Thank you.
Thank you, Avish. Your narration was expressive and heartfelt. Well done.
Ceremonies, the stories you did to
Our next storyteller is Khadija Afshin Aftab from class 7. She presents The Thundering Dragon, a fascinating tale filled with mystery and adventure. Please welcome her with a huge round of
You want to hold that mic and speak, or this is good? Right. This is for any student, this is anyone who wants to hold it and say it loud. Okay? As you feel comfortable with that. Okay?
In a lovely village at the foot of a mountain in China, everything changed when a noisy dragon came to live in a deep dark cave in the mountain. It bellowed so loudly that the villagers fled, the crops dried up, and even the cool water stopped flowing. The elders warned the children, "Don't go near the mountain. The dragon is sure to get you." Young Suanling, who was the only child of his parents, felt that the dragon was simply lonely. Soon he was going to be 8 years old. When his mother asked him whom he would like to invite to his birthday party, he announced, "I'll invite my family, my friends, and I'll ask the dragon as well." Despite his parents' cries of, "Don't go near the mountain, the dragon will kill you," young Suanling began to cry. Twice he was driven back by roars and fierce flames, but on the morning of his birthday, he set out one last time. This time he reached the very top where the ground shook and the dragon bellowed. "I live alone in my deep dark cave. Who comes here so daring and brave?" Suanling replied, "You're certainly fierce, but I'm sure you are lovely as well. So I've come here to invite you to my birthday party." Suddenly, the dragon stopped roaring. In a gentle voice, it said, "Nobody has ever spoken to me like that. You are kinder and braver than anyone I have ever seen. I'll certainly come to your party." As they went down the mountain together, a cool blue ribbon of water appeared behind them. The river followed them all the way down to the village. The crowd cried once more, and the dragon became mascot of good luck. Suanling became a great hero, celebrating many more birthdays with his unusual friend. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Khadija. Your narration everyone engaged till the very end. Well done. Next we have Shubham Varna from class 8 with the story The Fun They Had. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
It was May 17, year 2177, when Tommy found a book in his attic. For 11-year-old Margie, it was like a marvel. The pages were yellow and pretty, and the words, instead of moving on a screen, they were on pages. Margie asked what it is about. Tommy replied, school. She was haunted. She hated school because she had a mechanical teacher at her school with a large black ugly screen which used to give her endless geography tests and sat next to her bedroom. He also has to punch her answer into code. Tommy explained that earlier schools were different and they used to have a human teacher. Margie gasped, a man? How could a man be a teacher? Isn't a man that smart enough? Tommy laughed at her and explained her that earlier students used to stay at home with a mechanical teacher. They used to go in a special building where they all learn same thing together. Just then, Margie's mother called Margie school. She went into her classroom and was waiting for the mechanical teacher to teach her the lesson on proper fraction. But as she started her homework, her mind suddenly drifted. She started thinking about the old school when her grandparents were boy and girl. She imagined kids laughing, shouting, playing each other in the schoolyard. Children sitting together in the same classroom, learning the same topic, helping each other with the lesson. Just then, the screen blinked with cold math problem. Margie sighed and started thinking about the old school and the fun they had. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Shubham. That was an exciting narration.
Our next participant needs no introduction, as she has been gracefully guiding us through today's program. Now it's time for her to step away from the microphone as an anchor and take center stage as a participant. Please welcome Kashmi Chattaraj of Class 8 who will present The Adventure of the Time Detective.
Good evening, everyone. The Adventure of the Dying Detective. Holmes' landlady came to me in a panic. Dr. Watson, Mr. Holmes is dying. He has refused all help for 3 days. He asked only for you. I rushed to Holmes' house. He lay on the bed, gaunt and feverish. Stand back, he rasped. I've contracted an Asiatic disease called Tapanuli fever from Sumatra. It's infallibly deadly and horribly contagious. He wouldn't let me examine him. When I tried to fetch a doctor, he leaped up, locked the door and staggered back to his bed. This is when I realized it wasn't just an illness. At 6 he whispered, light the gas halfway. Use sugar tongs to move that ivory box here. Then go and fetch Mr. Culverton Smith of 13 Lower Burke Street. He knows this disease, but come back before him. Don't return together. Smith was a planter from Sumatra. Holmes said his nephew Victor Savage has died of the same fever. At Lower Burke Street, Smith tried to dismiss me. When I said Holmes' name, a cruel smile flashed in the mirror, but he agreed to come. I left before him as Holmes ordered. Back in the bedroom, Holmes told me to hide behind the bed and listen. Smith arrived and shook him. Do you know what's wrong with you? He sneered. The same, Holmes gasped. Poor Victor was a dead man on the whole day. You couldn't prove I did it. I opened your ivory box, he said. The spring inside it pricked me. It was no joke, Smith said. I sent it. The spring inside it drew blood. You'll die knowing that I killed you. Suddenly, Holmes spoke in his natural voice. The best way to act a part is to be it. For 3 days I've eaten nothing. Do I hear a step of a friend? The door opened. Inspector Morton of Scotland Yard stepped in. I arrest you for the murder of Victor Savage, he said. An attempted murder of Sherlock Holmes, Holmes added. Check his right pocket for the ivory box. As the handcuffs clicked shut, I asked, "How did you do it, Holmes?" "3 days of fasting, Watson. Vaseline for sweat, rough on the cheeks, beeswax round the lips. You would have seen through it if I'd let you examine me. Now how about something nutritious and The Simpsons?" Note: the dying detective was never ill. He was just acting a part to trap a murderer. The real disease was Smith's arrogance. He thought himself too clever to be caught, and this was his downfall. Thank you.
That was truly captivating. Thank you, Kashmir, for such a wonderful presentation. Now I would like to welcome my co-anchor back to the stage.
Thank you, Swarnika. Now it's my turn to invite my co-anchor, who has beautifully conducted today's program. Please welcome Swarnika Tripathi of Class 8, who will present the Hindi short story सच्चा प्रेम. यह कहानी हमें सिखाती है कि सच्चा प्रेम निस्वार्थ होता है. आइए जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें.
एक समय की बात है, एक बहुत प्यारी सी लड़की अपने माताजी और पिताजी के साथ रहती. उस लड़की का नाम किरण था. एक दिन नाचते नाचते किरण का पैर फिसल गया और वह जमीन पर गिर गई. गिरने की वजह से उसके पैर की हड्डी टूट गई, जिसकी वजह से उसे 2 महीने तक बिस्तर पर रहना पड़ा. बिस्तर पर बैठे बैठे वह अपने प्रिय पेट निमई को देखती. निमई को देखने से उसे अपने दादाजी की याद आती. वह अपने दादाजी से बहुत प्रेम करती थी. एक दिन उसकी माताजी आई और उससे बोला कि तुम्हारे पिताजी ने जो गाड़ी मंगवाई थी वो कल आ रही है. यह बात सुनकर किरण बहुत खुश हो गई. गाड़ी उसका सपना था जो कि कल आ रहा. मगर अगले ही पल उसकी खुशी आंसू में बदल गई जब उसे यह पता चला कि उसके पिताजी ने जो गाड़ी मंगवाई है उसके लिए जगह बनवाने के लिए वो निमई को कटवा देंगे. नहीं चाहिए उसे गाड़ी, उसे सिर्फ उसके दादाजी का प्यार और उसके दादाजी की यादें चाहिए. उसने तुरंत अपने पिताजी से बात की. माँ और बेटी में बहुत लंबी बहस हुई, पर उसके पिताजी नहीं माने. तो मायूस अपने कमरे में बैठी निमई को देखने जा रही. देखते देखते वह उन पुरानी यादों में खो गई जब उसके दादाजी ने अपनी आखिरी सांसें निमई के सामने गिनी. वह तब छोटी थी जब उसकी माताजी ने उसे दादाजी को खाना खाने के लिए बुलाने भेजा. वह गई. उसने देखा कि दादाजी की आंखें बंद हैं. उसे लगा कि वे सो रहे. उसने दादाजी को उठाने की कोशिश की, पर दादाजी नहीं उठे. दादाजी के जाने का बहुत ही गहरा सदमा किरण के दिमाग पर पड़ा. और यही सब सोच रही थी कि अचानक से बहुत तेज बिजली कड़कने लगी. बहुत तेज तूफान आ गया, बहुत तेज आंधी आ गई. उसने अपनी आंखें खोली तो देखा कि एक तेज बिजली की धार ने निमई को जलाकर राख कर दिया और उसके बगल में ही उसके पिताजी खड़े. तो यह सब देख ना पाए और बेहोश हो गए. जब उसे होश आया तो उसने देखा कि उसकी माताजी और पिताजी उसे पकड़कर रो रहे हैं. जब उसे पूरी तरह होश आया तो उसके पिताजी ने उसे बताया कि अगर आज निमई नहीं होता तो वो जिंदा नहीं होता. जाते जाते भी निमई ने उनके परिवार पर एक और उपकार कर दिया. आपको क्या लगता है, दादाजी और पोती के प्रेम का यही अंत होता है? नहीं, प्रेम कभी समाप्त नहीं होता. वह उसी जगह, उसी स्थान फिर से निमई के रूप में जन्म लेगा. धन्यवाद.
बहुत ही प्रभावशाली एवं भावपूर्ण प्रस्तुति. आपकी अभिव्यक्ति ने कहानी के संदेश को सभी के हृदय तक पहुंचा दिया.
Thank you, Kashmir. Every story has a lesson to teach. Now I invite Shimpi Kumari of Class 6 to present The King and the Three Goddess.
Once a king in the Himalayas who decided to build a palace supported by a single column made from the tallest deodar tree in his kingdom. The deodar is a sacred tree. Its very name, deodar, means tree of God. The king's men found super deodar worshipped by nearby villages. because the three goddesses live within it. When the goddess heard that kings wanted to cut down all the trees, the goddess come on king's dream and say, I am the goddess of the tree. I have come to change your mind. No, answered the king and said, my mind is made up. I can't change my mind. Then goddess said, okay, you can't change your mind. But I have one last request that you will cut me in three parts. Because near me there are so many little trees. When I cut in one part, they will get crushed with my wings. So I have request to cut me in three parts. Then next morning, king was wake up by himself and call his ministers and say, I will change my mind. I will build my palace with stone, not wood. And he built his palace with stone, not wood. And he also created one beautiful park. Thank you.
Thank you, Shimpi, for the wonderful performance.
Stories inspire us with courage and wisdom. Now I invite Prashanti Kumari of Class 8 to present Kali and the Rat Snake.
One day Kali went to the school, but he hated. One day Kali went to the school, but he hated. Kali belongs to Irula tribe, famous snack touch of Tamil Nadu. In his school, he did not have a single friend. He tried his classmate thought Irula weird. On the first day when Kali announced that my father is a snake catcher, all the children giggled when they heard it. Now, 2 months later, he still sat alone in the back room, secretly eating his lunch of fried termites. Terrified, some see and laugh. Suddenly, a commotion broke out. Help, help, teacher, help! The children screamed. Kali saw a large red snake head falling from the roof. It was over 2 meters long. The teacher scrambled under his table. Kali was surprised at all this. A red snake was wonderful. Then why all of them wearing a snake? But Kali thought to help them, and he walked slowly toward the snake and moved lightly. He grabbed the snake behind the head and gripped its long muscular body. The room was silent, and everyone clapped for him. One boy said, Kali, you saved us. You are a very brave boy. Can you be friends with me? Kali was very happy, and finally he had a friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashanti, for a wonderful performance.
Now I invite Priyanka Delai of Class 7 to present the story Chachi's Funeral.
Chachi, dead at 16 and came back to her life at exactly 20 years later. This is how it happened. Chachi had been feeling really unwell and very pretty. That was so still, everyone was worried. Her nephew Sunil and his cousin Madhu were very sad because they realized how much they cared for his fight and harsh argument. They sat together and shared stories of all the kinds of things Chachi had done for them. Sunil realized that at the end he felt before was gone and he only wanted her to be okay. They made a wish together for her to wake up. Suddenly Chachi steadied and opened her eyes feeling much better. Sunil was so happy that he rushed to her bed and told her he loved her. Chachi was surprised by the sudden young person, but she saw that when he rubbed his eyes and happily led the children back to the kitchen for a snack. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka, for your amazing performance. Let's give her a big round of applause. With this wonderful presentation, we come to the end of the third category, stories that stay forever.
Poetry stirs our emotions. and stories ignite our imagination. But debates challenges our mind. A debate is not about proving someone wrong. It is about expressing ideas with confidence, clarity, and respect. So now we have our fourth category, the power of perspective, presented by students of classes 9 to 11.
I have judges have alerted all the answers. Okay.
कहा जाता है विचारों का आदान प्रदान ही ज्ञान को समृद्ध बनाता है। बात के बाद केवल बोलने की कला नहीं बल्कि सुनने, सोचने और तर्क प्रस्तुत करने की भी परीक्षा है। अब समय है हमारे वरिष्ठ विद्यार्थियों की प्रभावशाली वाणी सुनने का।
Before we begin, here are a few important rules for all the participants. Number 1, each participant will be given a maximum of 3 minutes to present their views. Number 2, participants are requested to remain within the time limit. Number 3, if a participant fumbles or pauses for a considerable time during the main speech, 0.5 marks will be deducted. At the end of the speech, the opponents will ask each other questions. If not, our judges might do so. Failure to answer the questions will result in a deduction of 1 mark. We wish all our debaters the very best.
একটা স্পিচের পর অপোনেন্ট একটা কোশ্চেন দিয়েছে, যদি অ্যান্সার দিয়ে দিচ্ছে তো এক্সট্রা মার্কস, যদি দিতে পারছে
Hello.
तो आइए तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट के साथ शुरू करते हैं आज का सबसे रोमांचक चरण।
Our first topic for the English debate competition is exams should be abolished. Speaking for the motion is Kavya Anand, while speaking against the motion is Dipshika Dev. May I invite both the participants to the stage? We shall begin with the speaker for the motion, followed by the speaker against the motion.
Good evening, honorable judges, teachers, and friends. For too long, we have equated students' intelligence with their ability to perform under pressure for 3 hours. It is time to realize that a grade on a paper does not define the true potential of a human mind. Why exams do more harm than good? 1. Rote learning versus real understanding. The current system encourages cramming. Students often memorize pages of facts just to pass, only to forget them days later. The problem: this isn't education, it's a temporary memory test. True learning, when it happens, understand how and what, not just why. Second, the burden of mental health. The exam season has become synonymous with anxiety, sleep deprivation, and immense stress.
the impact. When we put so much pressure on a single result, we create a culture of fear. Education should be a journey of discovery that inspires us, not a high-stakes hurdle that breaks our confidence. 3. Ignoring individuality. Standardized exams assume that every student learns and expresses themselves in the same way. The reality. Some people are brilliant speakers, some are incredible at practical works, and others are creative geniuses. A written exam ignores these diverse talents, forcing everyone to fit into the same narrow box. A better way forward. Abolishing exams doesn't mean abolishing accountability. We should move toward continuous evaluation, which looks at class participation, daily engagement, research, and teamwork. This provides a much more accurate picture of a student's growth and consistency throughout the entire year. In conclusion, if the goal of education is to prepare us for the real world, we must stop valuing marks over merit. We need thinkers, not just test takers. So, let us replace the fear of exams with the joy of learning. It is time to abolish exams and finally let the true potential of every student shine. Thank you.
Can you pass? Can you get any job without passing any exam?
Yes, absolutely. In the real world, companies care about your skills, not about your scores. Major companies like Google, Apple, they hire them on their basis of practical demonstration and trial period, not on their 3 hours test scores.
Good.
Before Deepshika starts, a kind request to Moina sir, grant the time limit or Anushika was there. Please use the stopwatch.
Good evening, honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I stand firmly against the motion exams should not be abolished. I strongly disagree with the idea that exams should be abolished. Exams are an important part of education because they help teachers to understand what the students have learned. Exams teaches us important values such as time management, discipline, and hard work. Without these skills, you cannot. These skills teaches us preparing for exams have build self-confidence and responsibility within us. These skills and values if there were no exams, it would be very difficult to measure a student's progress fairly. Teachers and schools need a way through which they can check the learning and identify the areas where the students really need help. Exams provide a common way for everyone. In conclusion, exams should not be abolished. Instead, they should be focused on understanding and making them less stressful. They should be focused on understanding rather than memorization. Therefore, instead of saying cancel exams, we should focus on making them better. That's why I firmly stand against the motion. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Are exams only important and no other co-curricular activities?
Hello. Education is not only memorizing facts for 3 hours exam. It teaches us intelligence and character, which is important to thrive real world.
Thank you, Kavya and Dilshika, for presenting your views with confidence. A big round of applause for both of our participants.
Our next topic is Science has made the world a better place to live in. Speaking for the motion is Dinashri Datta and speaking against the motion is Sudipta. May I May I invite both the participants to the stage? We shall first hear the speaker for the motion, followed by the speaker against the motion.
Both of you stand side by side. Share the same stage. Yes, very good. Start.
Good evening, honorable judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I am here to speak in the favor of the motion that science has made the world a better place to live. Science is one of the greatest blessings of mankind. It has made the world more comfortable, faster, and safer. Firstly, science has made communication easy. Earlier, people had to wait for days or months to send a message, but now we can talk to anyone in the world easily by video calls, internet, and mobile phones. Secondly, science has made transportation faster and more comfortable. We have cars, trains, aeroplanes, metros, which help us to travel long distance in short period of time. Because of science, the world has become a global village. Also, science helps us in education of students. Students can learn through smart classes, online learning apps, digital libraries. Knowledge is now available at our fingertips. Science has done a lot of inventions like refrigerator, washing machines, TV, ACs, which help us and reduce our time. In conclusion, I would like to say science has truly made the world a better place to live by transportation, communication and lifestyle. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Very good.
At first, I would ask you a question you are saying that online learning is useful, but it also has some harmful effects. Some students don't study properly and they misuse the phone. How would it useful?
Some students use it is our responsibility to use it in a positive way. We can use our mobile phones for studying and not for playing online games. We can also use it for our revisions, online classes, and not for games like PUBG, Free Fire, etc.
Very good.
I am standing here in the against science has made the world a better place to live in. Science has not always made the world a better place to live in. It has many disadvantages also. Sometimes science creates problems for people and nature. First, science has made dangerous weapons like atom bombs, guns and missiles. These weapons can kill many people and destroy cities. Wars are become more harmful because of scientific activity. Many people have to face diseases. Second, science has caused pollution. Factories, cars and machines produce smoke and harmful gases. Because of pollution, many people have to face diseases. Global warming and climate change are also increasing. Science has made
Continue, you're saying very nicely. Continue, Sultan.
Science has also made people lazy. Today people depend too much on machines, mobile phones and computers. They do less physical work and spend more time sitting. This causes health problems like obesity and pre-time time. Another disadvantage is unemployment. Machines can do the work of many workers in office and job. Because of this, many people have to lose their jobs and face financial problems. Moreover, the internet and technology are sometimes used in wrong ways. Cybercrime, online cheating, and misuse of social media are also increasing. Moreover, in conclusion, science is useful, but it has some harmful effects.
Good.
How will you treat diseases like polio, chickenpox, or cancer without any scientific machine?
In earlier period, there was like cancer, then in earlier period there was no science, but then also they solved their health problem. So in that fact we can also and now also then we can solve their health problem.
Means you want to tell about Ayurveda or something. The earlier times they were herbal medicines and curing diseases. You want to mean that? Yes or no? Yes. Very good. Yes.
Thank you, Tanashri and Siddhika. Both of you presented your perspectives wonderfully. Let's appreciate them with a big round of applause.
Our third topic is money is important for happiness. Speaking for the motion is Shreya Mukherjee, while speaking against the motion is Sakshi. May I request both the participants to come forward. We shall begin with the speaker for the motion, followed by the speaker against the motion. Good evening, respected judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today I am here, standing before you, to speak on the motion, money is important for happiness. Now, before someone says money can't buy happiness, let me ask you a simple question. If money is truly useless, then why people spend their entire life working hard to earn it? Exactly, money may not buy everything, but it definitely buys comfort, security, freedom, and opportunities, which are major part of our happiness. In this generation, everything needs money. Healthcare, money, education, money, good food, money, peace of mind, honestly, also money. Let's just be real, without money, even basic things become stressful. School fees, food, medical bills, electricity bills, etc. Literally existing cost is money. Saying money doesn't matter sounds good only until your Wi-Fi stops working. Let's just stop pretending poverty is not peaceful, struggling every day is not motivational, it's exhausting. With money, people can live safely, travel, enjoy experiences, support their parents, follow their dreams, and actually take break without stressing every second. Now, let us talk about opportunities. A talented student without money may never get the same chance as someone wealthy. Money opens doors, it provides better education, better facilities, better healthcare, and a better future. Nobody is saying money can replace love, care, or friendship. Those things are priceless. But even relationships suffers when there is a constant financial stress. In many families, arguments begin because of the money problem. So money can affect emotional well-being too. In today's world, saying money is not important for happiness is honestly unrealistic. It's the kind of code people use to post online through an expensive phone brought with the money. So, at the end of the day, happiness without money is possible, but with money, life becomes a lot of less painful and a lot of more peaceful. Therefore, money may not buy happiness directly, but it definitely buys It creates a condition that makes happiness possible. Thank you and have a great day.
I have a question. If money alone creates happiness, then why do we remember the people for their kindness and for not their size of their bank balance?
I would love to answer that question. As I said that money is important for living, but okay, so money is important, but
The question is why people remember someone for their kindness and not their bank balance. This is the question. No? Think that you can counter question or something to prove your point. You can counter question or something. Give some example.
so can I answer this question at last? Like afterwards?
No. I will answer you on your behalf, but you will not get any marks.
Yes, I know. Kindness is important, but like what you are saying that you can remember anyone with your kindness, but not with money. Kindness is important but for your living, money is also important. Like if you can't survive, like if you are poor, you can't survive like that. You need money to survive. Okay, like you can't.
Okay, time's up. I would like to answer on behalf of Shreya. I am a kind man. Do you consider that? Satakshi? Yes, you consider that I am a kind man. I want to educate children without taking any fee. Will I survive? Will I survive? The answer is strictly no. So even if I am kind, there are some situations in life that you need a pocket full of money to show your kindness. Thank you.
A very good evening to our esteemed judges, honorable teachers, and everyone present here. Today, I am here to speak against the motion money is important for happiness. At first, this statement may sound true. Yes, money is necessary because it gives us food, clothes, shelter, education, and comfort. But the real question is, can money truly buy happiness? If happiness could be bought by money, then every rich person in the world would be smiling every day. But is that true? Many wealthy people suffer from stress, loneliness, depression, and broken relationships. On the other hand, we often see poor families laughing together, sharing meals happily, and living with peace in their hearts. Because happiness does not come from the size of a bank balance, it comes from the size of our hearts. Money can buy a luxurious bed, but not a peaceful sleep. Money can buy a huge house, but not a loving family. Money can buy expensive medicines, but not good health. Money can buy followers on social media, but not true friendship. The greatest joy in our life are absolutely free. A mother's hug, a friend's support, a child's laughter, and the feeling of being loved. History also teaches us this lesson. Great personalities like Mahatma Gandhi and Mother Teresa did not live for money, yet they found true happiness in serving others and making a difference. In today's world, people are running after money so fast that they are forgetting how to enjoy life. We are earning more but smiling less. We have bigger houses but smaller conversation. More gadgets but less peace.
Money is a tool, not the destination of life. Of course, basic needs are important. Poverty can bring difficulties, but beyond a certain point, happiness depends more on relationship, purpose, kindness, and mental peace than on wealth. Many people spend their entire life chasing money, believing it will bring them happiness. But in that race, they often lose precious moments with families, friends, and loved ones. Years later, they may have wealth, but no peace, no time, no real joy left to enjoy it. So, instead of asking how much money do I have, we should ask how much happiness do I spread. With this, I would like to conclude my speech with a beautiful line. Happiness is not found in the things you own, but in the moments you live and the people you love. Thank you.
Thank you, Shatakshi. Well, I have a question. Why people around the world work so hard to earn money and to escape poverty?
Good question. Money can cause some for your happiness, like insecurity and hunger. But removing unhappiness is not as same as creating happiness. Happiness can be created.
The question is why people are working hard. If money is not important, why they are working hard their entire life to earn money?
Money can only cause for some of the happiness, such as insecurity and hunger. But unhappiness are not same as creating happiness. Happiness can only give us peace, kindness, and purpose that money cannot give us.
Okay, I would like to answer on behalf of Sadashi. Since Shreya Mukherjee was saying why a person earns the entire life if money is not important.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you are working in Bangalore, away from home, away from family, away from your parents. Your monthly account salary is 1 lakh rupees per month. But you are not there with your parents in every Diwali, every Holi, every Dashera. You have a huge bank balance, but no one to be with you, fire crackers with you, go to the pandals, hop pandals with you. You have money, but you can even buy dollars, but there is no one around you to play with during Holi. So emotions do matter, not only money. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya and Satakshi. A wonderful display of confidence and thoughtful arguments. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
One thing is there, and goes, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Every debate, first I thought the first one is the best one. The speech, the counter attack, and then again, the next one is the better than that. Let's see the third one what happens.
Final English debate topic is online learning is better than classroom learning. Speaking for the motion is Deepjyoti Mukherjee and speaking against the motion is Janvi Gupta. May I invite both participants to the stage? We shall first hear the speaker for the motion, followed by the
Good evening everyone, I am Deep Jyoti and today I am going to speak in favor of the topic online learning is better than classroom learning. Online learning offers flexibility and convenience. Students can attend classes from everywhere and learn at their own pace. They have access to a wide range of digital resources such as videos, ebooks, and interactive quizzes will make learning more engaging. Online learning also saves time and money spent on traveling to school. It helps students develop important technological skills that are essential in today's digital world. Recorded lessons allow students to revise difficult topics whenever they need. Also, classroom learning provides face-to-face interaction. Online learning gives students greater freedom and access to quality education regardless of their location. Another important advantage of online learning is that it allows personalized learning. Students can choose the time, speed, and method of study that suits them best. Those who need extra practice can spend more time on difficult topics, while others can move ahead without waiting for others. This makes learning more effective and enjoyable. Therefore, I strongly believe that online learning is better than classroom learning because it is flexible, accessible, and well suited to the needs of the modern student. Thank you, everyone.
If you are saying online learning is better, then why do parents send their children to school?
Online learning is better than classroom learning because it is flexible, accessible, and well suited to the needs of modern students. Online learning also saves time and money spent on traveling to school. Another important advantage of online learning and that it allows personalized learning. Thank you, everyone. My
Technology can give information, but only a classroom can build character, discipline, and true understanding. Good evening, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friend. Today, I stand before you to speak against the motion that online learning is better than classroom learning. No doubt, online learning has made education more easier and accessible. Students can attend classes from anywhere. But the real question is, can this truly replace the experience, discipline, and interaction that classroom learning provides? I absolutely believe that the answer is no. A classroom is not merely about four walls with benches. It's a place where ideas are exchanged, futures are built, and personalities are shaped. A teacher in a classroom creates motivation and seriousness that no online platform can truly provide. A teacher can understand the emotion and weakness potential by just observing them, something impossible through a screen filled with muted microphones and turned off cameras. In online learning, students often get distracted by video games, notifications, and endless interruption. Many students simply join classes for attendance while their mind remains absent. Can this truly be called effective education? Absolutely not. We should also think about students who still struggle with poor internet connection, lack of smartphones, financial difficulties. The pandemic showed us that it can. The pandemic showed us that even teachers and parents realize that true learning becomes meaningful only when teachers and students interact face to face. Therefore, I strongly believe that a mobile phone can connect students to life, but the classroom can connect students to life.
Thank you.
Secretary Body. Thank you, Janke. I have a question. If a student is highly self-disciplined, can online learning be better than offline learning? Explain. If a student is self-disciplined, can online learning be better than offline learning? Explain.
Yes, online learning, classroom learning is better than online learning. If a student is self-disciplined, then also classroom learning is better because classroom learning teaches it overall development. Not only if the student is self-disciplined, it doesn't matter. The student must be overall development. He should all his skills should be also developed. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
Thank you, Deep Jyoti and Janvi. Your presentations were truly commendable. A big round of applause for both our debaters. आइए अब चलते हैं हमारे अगले चरण हिंदी वाद विवाद प्रतियोगिता की ओर। इस चरण का पहला विषय है संयुक्त परिवार बनाम एकल परिवार। पक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगे आयुष पांडे तथा विपक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगे ऋषभ राजगुप्ता। मैं दोनों प्रतिभागियों से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे मंच पर पधारें। सर्वप्रथम पक्ष के वक्ता अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगे, तत्पश्चात विपक्ष के वक्ता।
शुभ संध्या आदरणीय निर्णायक मंडली और मेरे प्रिय दोस्तों। आज की वाद विवाद प्रतियोगिता का विषय है संयुक्त परिवार बनाम एकल परिवार। आज मैं संयुक्त परिवार के पक्ष में अपना विचार रखने आया हूँ। संयुक्त परिवार हमारे समाज की रीढ़ है, जहाँ सुख दुख में पूरा परिवार एक साथ खड़ा रहता है। यहाँ बच्चों को माता पिता के साथ साथ दादा दादी और चाचा चाची का भी भरपूर प्यार मिलता है, जिससे बच्चों को कभी अकेलापन महसूस नहीं होता, क्योंकि हर मोड़ पर मदद करने के लिए कोई ना कोई हमेशा तैयार रहता है। संयुक्त परिवार का सबसे बड़ा लाभ यह है कि यहाँ आर्थिक और मानसिक सुरक्षा मिलती है। जब पूरा परिवार एक साथ मिलकर घर चलाता है तो किसी एक व्यक्ति पर पैसों का बोझ नहीं पड़ता। यदि हम एकल परिवार की बात करें तो जब माता पिता के काम पर जाने के बाद बच्चे अकेले पड़ जाते हैं, वहीं संयुक्त परिवार में बच्चे अपनों के बीच खुश और सुरक्षित रहते हैं। संयुक्त परिवार में रहने से हमारी ताकत बढ़ती है, जिससे अगर कोई भी मुसीबत आ जाए तो हमें डर नहीं लगता। जब पूरा परिवार रात को एक साथ बैठकर खाना खाते हैं तो दिन भर की थकान और टेंशन दूर हो जाती है। अंत में मैं बस यही कहना चाहूँगा कि संयुक्त परिवार हमारी भारतीय संस्कृति की पहली पाठशाला है। यहाँ बच्चों अपने बड़ों या बुजुर्गों का आदर करना अच्छे से जानते हैं। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद आयुष। मेरा तुम्हारे एक सवाल है, संयुक्त परिवार में आर्थिक सुरक्षा कैसे मिलती है?
संयुक्त परिवार में आर्थिक सुरक्षा खर्च और जिम्मेदारी को बांट कर मिलती है।
शुभ संध्या आदरणीय निर्णायक मंडली और मेरे प्रिय साथियों, मैं ऋषभ राज गुप्ता कक्षा 9वीं का छात्र हूँ। आज के प्रतियोगिता का विषय संयुक्त परिवार बनाम एकल परिवार है। आज मैं एकल परिवार के पक्ष में अपना कुछ रखने जा रहा हूँ। आज के तेज समय में हमें एकल परिवार में आज के तेज दौर में रही बात संस्कार की, तो संस्कार किसी बड़े घर में भी मिल सकते हैं। रही बात संस्कार की, तो संस्कार किसी बड़े घर से नहीं बल्कि अपने माता पिता के आर्थिक संबंध और आपसी समझ से बचते हैं। एकल परिवार में सब खुशी और एकत्र से रहते हैं। इससे पूरे परिवार का बोझ एक पर नहीं आता। जैसे सब अपने करियर को चूज करने के लिए किसी का निर्णय नहीं लेते। धन्यवाद।
क्या एकल परिवार में कैरियर बनाने के लिए धन्यवाद।
जजेस पूछ सकते हैं क्वेश्चन। अगर ओपोनेंट नहीं पूछ सकता, आप में से कोई भी एक प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं एकल परिवार को लेकर एडवांटेज जिसमें नहीं। अगर उचित लगे।
धन्यवाद आयुष एवं ऋषभ।
अगला विषय है, क्या चैट जीपीटी और एआई छात्रों के लिए मददगार है या नुकसानदायक। पक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगे रितेश कुमार तथा विपक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगी जानवी गुप्ता। मैं दोनों प्रतिभागियों को मंच पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ। सबसे पहले पक्ष के वक्ता अपना विचार रखेंगे, उसके बाद विपक्ष के वक्ता। जिस तकनीक को दुनिया अपना रही है, उससे छात्रों को दूर रखना उनके भविष्य के लिए हानिकारक है। आदरणीय निर्णायक मंडली, शिक्षकगण एवं मेरे प्रिय साथियों, आज मैं आपके लिए गए विषय चैट जीपीटी और एआई छात्रों के लिए मददगार या नुकसानदायक के पक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करने जा रही हूँ। आज का युग ज्ञान और तकनीक का युग है। जिस प्रकार कैलकुलेटर ने गणनाओं को आसान बनाया, इंटरनेट ने जानकारी तक पहुंच को सरल बनाया, ठीक उसी प्रकार एआई ने सीखने की प्रक्रिया को अधिक प्रभावी, तेज और व्यक्तिगत बनाया। चैट जीपीटी और एआई केवल एक उत्तर देने वाला साधन नहीं, बल्कि एक ऐसा शिक्षक है जो दिन के 24 घंटे सप्ताह के 7 दिन छात्रों की सहायता के लिए उपलब्ध रहता है। चैट जीपीटी और एआई से केवल उत्तर नहीं देता, बल्कि विषय को समझने में भी सहायता करता है। चैट जीपीटी विपक्ष यह कह सकता है कि एआई अब छात्रों को आलसी बनाता है, लेकिन यह तर्क उतना ही कमजोर है जितना यह कहना कि पुस्तकें छात्रों को रटने वाला बनाती हैं। गलती साधन की नहीं होती, उसके उपयोगकर्ता की होती है। यदि कोई छात्र एआई का उपयोग सीखने के लिए करता है तो वो अधिक सक्षम बनता है। यदि कोई उसका उपयोग नकल के लिए करता है तो दोष एआई का नहीं बल्कि उस छात्र का है, क्योंकि एआई को नहीं पता कि उस उपयोगकर्ता उसका उपयोग कहाँ कर रहा है। विपक्ष यह भी कह सकता है कि एआई छात्रों की सोचने की क्षमता को कमजोर करता है, लेकिन मैं यह कहना चाहूंगी कि अगर कोई तकनीक सोचने की क्षमता को कमजोर करता है तो पुस्तकें, इंटरनेट, कैलकुलेटर भी हानिकारक मानी जानी चाहिए। यह सभी ज्ञान प्राप्ति के साधन हैं। अंत में मैं यह कहना चाहूंगी कि एआई एक शत्रु नहीं बल्कि एक शक्तिशाली सहयोगी है। धन्यवाद।
वेरी गुड।
धन्यवाद जानवी दी। पर क्या आप मुझे बता सकती हैं, अगर चैट जीपीटी गलत जानकारी दे दे तो उसे सही और गलत में अंतर कैसे करेंगे?
गलती सभी से होती है, केवल चैट जीपीटी गलत उत्तर नहीं देता। कई बार पुस्तकें गलत उत्तर देती हैं, कई बार शिक्षकों से भी गलती होती है। तो ये छात्रों पर निर्भर होना चाहिए। उन्हें सही और गलत की पहचान होनी चाहिए ताकि वे पहचान पाए कि सही क्या है और गलत क्या है।
और कभी कभी टीचर से भी पूछ लेना चाहिए।
शुभ संध्या आदरणीय निर्णायक मंडली, गुरुजनों और मेरे सभी साथियों। मेरा नाम दिनेश कुमार है, मैं कक्षा 9 का छात्र हूँ। आज मैं इस वाद विवाद के विपक्ष में खड़ा हूँ। मेरा मानना है छात्रों के लिए चैट जीपीटी और एआई मददगार कम और नुकसानदायक ज्यादा है। सबसे पहले तो ये हमारे सोचने और समझने की क्षमता को खत्म कर रहा है। पहले हम किसी भी प्रश्न को हल करने के लिए घंटों तक प्रयास करते थे, जिससे हमारा दिमाग तेज होता था। पर आज छात्र सवाल देखते ही एआई पेश कर देते हैं। एनसीईआरटी खुलने से पहले इनका चैट जीपीटी खुल जाता है। इससे हमारा तर्क शक्ति और समस्या सुलझाने की आदत खत्म हो रही है। हमारा दिमाग एआई का गुलाम बनता जा रहा है। दूसरा, ये हमें नकल और बेईमानी करना सिखा रहा है। असाइनमेंट हो, प्रोजेक्ट हो या फिर निबंध, सब एआई से 10 सेकंड में बनवा लो। इससे क्लास में तो मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे, पर असली एग्जाम हॉल में क्या होगा? बोर्ड एग्जाम या फिर जी में चैट जीपीटी साथ नहीं देगा। बिना मेहनत के डिग्री का कोई मोल नहीं। तीसरा, ये हमें कई बार गलत जानकारी और काल्पनिक जानकारी भी दे देता है। अगर क्लास 9 का छात्र विज्ञान का गलत कॉन्सेप्ट एआई से सीख जाए तो उसकी पूरी बुनियादी कमजोर हो जाएगी, क्योंकि एआई को नहीं पता आपका सिलेबस स्टेट बोर्ड है या सीबीएसई बोर्ड। इस पर अंधा विश्वास करना अपने भविष्य के साथ खिलवाड़ करना होगा। चौथा, रचनात्मकता की मौत। पहले बच्चे कविता या कहानियां लिखने के लिए कल्पना करते थे, पर आज एक देशभक्ति कविता लिखो डालते ही एआई बना देता है। इससे बच्चों की इमेजिनेशन खत्म हो रही है। कल कल को हमारे पास इंजीनियर तो होंगे पर कभी लेखक और आविष्कारक नहीं बचेंगे। हम सब सिर्फ एआई के ऑपरेटर ही बनकर रह जाएंगे। 5वां सॉल्व द ऑर्डर। पहले बच्चे लाइब्रेरी जाते थे और किताबें पढ़ते थे, अब 5 से 6 घंटा मोबाइल स्क्रीन पर लगे रहते हैं, जिससे आंखें कमजोर, नींद खराब और ध्यान भटक रहा है। सबसे बड़ा खतरनाक बात है कि एआई की लत लग रही है। कई छात्र बिना चैट जीपीटी का एक पैराग्राफ भी नहीं लिख सकते। ये एक नया डिजिटल नशा है। मेरे पक्षी साथी कहेंगे कि एआई समय बचाता है। मैं पूछता हूँ समय बचाकर हम क्या कर रहे हैं? इंस्टाग्राम पे रील्स देख रहे हैं, फ्री फायर खेल रहे हैं। अंत में मैं यही बोलूंगा कि चाकू से हाथ भी काटा जा सकता है और फल भी। एआई एक चाकू ही है, अगर उसे बिना समझे इस्तेमाल करेंगे वो हमारा भविष्य काट देगा। पहले खुद पढ़ो, कुछ समझो, कुछ सीखो, तभी सीखोगे। इसलिए मैं पूरे विश्वास के साथ कहता हूँ कि एआई छात्रों के लिए मददगार नहीं बल्कि एक मीठा जहर है। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। अगर चैट जीपीटी और एआई इतना ही नुकसानदायक है तो हमें चैट जीपीटी जैसे विषय मतलब एआई जैसे विषय क्यों पढ़ाए जाते हैं? एआई के उपयोग को क्यों बढ़ावा दिया जाता है?
चैट जीपीटी और एआई अगर इतना ही लाभदायक है तो स्कूल और विश्वविद्यालयों में उसको उपयोग करने की सीमाएं क्यों रखते हैं? इसका मतलब यही है कि हमें उसको सीमा में रखकर यूज करना चाहिए। ये नहीं कि हमें सभी उत्तर चैट जीपीटी और एआई से नहीं लिखना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर हम सभी उत्तर उससे लिखेंगे तो हमारी खुद की तर्क शक्ति और समस्या सुलझाने की आदत मर जाएगी। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद रितेश एवं जानवी, आप दोनों ने अपने विचार अत्यंत प्रभावशाली ढंग से प्रस्तुत किए। एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए।
आज का अंतिम हिंदी वाद विवाद विषय है, क्या ई बुक्स किताबों की जगह ले सकती हैं? पक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगे दीप कुमार तथा विपक्ष में अपने विचार प्रस्तुत करेंगे श्रेयांश। मैं दोनों प्रतिभागियों को मंच पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ। सर्वप्रथम पक्ष के वक्ता अपने विचार रखेंगे, तत्पश्चात विपक्ष वक्ता।
नमस्कार आदरणीय शिक्षक निर्णायक मंडली एवं मेरे प्रिय मित्रों, मेरा नाम दीप कुमार है और मैं आज ई बुक किताबों की जगह ले सकती है विषय के पक्ष में अपनी बातें प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ। मित्रों, ई बुक आज के समय की सबसे बड़ी जरूरत बन चुकी है। एक छोटे से फोन में हजारों किताबें रखी जा सकती है। इससे पैसे और समय दोनों की बचत होती है। इसे कहीं भी और कभी भी पढ़ी जा सकती है। आजकल तो सारे विद्यार्थी होती है। इसके अलावा ई बुक को तुरंत डाउनलोड किया जा सकता है, जिससे विद्यार्थियों को जल्दी जानकारी मिलती है। ई बुक पढ़ाई को लाभदायक एवं आसान बनाता है। कोई भी शब्द के बारे में जानना हो तो तुरंत सर्च किया जा सकता है। ऑनलाइन नोट्स, हाइलाइट्स एवं ऑडियो फीचर जैसी सुविधा ई बुक को उपयोगी बनाती है। आज के समय में लगभग हर काम डिजिटल होते जा रहे हैं। पढ़ाई भी अब मोबाइल, लैपटॉप पर होने लगी है। ई बुक की मदद से कोई भी छात्र घर बैठे किताब पढ़ सकता है। इसमें किताब को खोजना एवं पढ़ना भी आसान होता है। अंत में मैं बस यही कहना चाहूँगा कि ई बुक पढ़ाई को सरल, तेज और सुविधाजनक बनाता है। आज के इस डिजिटल युग में ई बुक शिक्षा का भविष्य है और आगे जाकर किताब की जगह लेने की पूरी क्षमता रखता है। धन्यवाद।
क्या ई बुक्स किताब का महत्व ले सकते हैं?
महत्व ज्ञान का होता है, कैसे पढ़ना है उसका नहीं। मैं बस यही कहना चाहता हूँ कि जिस तरीके से ज्ञान सबसे तेज, सरल और सस्ते में मिल जाए तो वो विकल्प अच्छा क्यों नहीं।
सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। मेरा नाम श्रेयांश है और मेरा विषय क्या ई बुक्स किताबों की जगह ले सकते हैं के विपक्ष में मैं अपना विचार प्रस्तुत करूंगा। भले ही तकनीक आगे बढ़ रही है, लेकिन वह किताब का महत्व कभी कम नहीं कर सकती। किताब को हाथ में लेकर के पढ़ने का अनुभव ई बुक्स में नहीं मिलता। किताब केवल पढ़ाई का साधन नहीं, ज्ञान का असली अनुभव है। किताब पढ़ते समय हमारा ध्यान केंद्रित रहता है, जबकि मोबाइल में बार बार नोटिफिकेशन आता है। इसके अलावा ज़्यादा स्क्रीन देखने से हमारी आंखों पर बुरा असर भी पड़ता है। हर विद्यार्थी के पास मोबाइल, लैपटॉप या इंटरनेट नहीं होता। गांव और गरीब परिवार के बच्चों के लिए किताब आज भी सबसे सस्ता और आसान माध्यम है। इसके अलावा इसकी खुशबू और उन्हें हाथ में ले करके पढ़ने का आनंद अलग होता है। कई शोध बताते हैं कि किताब से पढ़ा हुआ चीज़ हमें ज़्यादा समय तक याद रहता है, जबकि मोबाइल में बच्चे अपना ध्यान जल्दी भटका लेते हैं। इसलिए शिक्षा के लिए किताब आज भी सबसे आसान माध्यम है। अंत में मैं यही कहना चाहूँगा कि भले ही तकनीक आगे बढ़ रही है, लेकिन वह किताब का महत्व कभी कम नहीं कर सकती। इसलिए ई बुक्स पूरी तरह से किताब का महत्व कम नहीं कर सकते। धन्यवाद।
आपके हिसाब से ई बुक किताब की जगह नहीं ले सकते हैं, लेकिन भविष्य में किताब बनने के लिए पेड़ की कटाई पर बड़ी घात बढ़ सकती है। क्या पेड़ों को बचाने के लिए बुक सही विकल्प नहीं है?
हाँ, पेड़ों को बचाने के लिए ई बुक्स सही विकल्प है, लेकिन ई बुक्स में बच्चे अपना ध्यान जल्दी भटका लेते हैं।
थोड़ा सा और एक्सप्लेन कर दो इसको, कैसे भटका लेते हैं?
वो मोबाइल में यूट्यूब और गेम्स खेलने लगते हैं।
ओके, गुड।
धन्यवाद दीप एवं श्रेयांश। आप दोनों ने अपने उत्कृष्ट वक्तृत्व, कौशल और आत्मविश्वास से सभी को प्रभावित किया। आइए एक बार फिर जोरदार तालियों से उनका उत्साह करते हैं।
What an inspiring display of confidence, logic, and eloquence. Every participant has truly demonstrated that expressing one's thoughts with clarity and conviction is an art in itself.
बिल्कुल, सभी प्रतियोगियों ने अपने विचार अत्यंत प्रभावशाली ढंग से प्रस्तुत किए। आइए एक बार फिर सभी वाद विवाद प्रतियोगी के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए।
Every competition becomes a meaningful learning experience when guided by the wisdom and encouragement of experienced mentors. It is now our privilege to invite our esteemed judges to share their valuable observations with all of us.
सबसे पहले मैं आदरणीय मिसेस नवनीता मुखर्जी मैम से विनम्र अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे मंच पर पधारें तथा अपने प्रेरणादायक विचार हम सभी के साथ साझा करें।
Hello. Good evening to the one and all present here. First, good evening. First, I would like to thank Nilagiri sir for inviting me here as a judge. I don't know what to say about the students. The students have done a very tremendous job, especially the junior ones and including the debate. It was awesome. The topics were very interesting. Even all the students have done a very good job. And of course, last but not the least, the teachers who have played a very vital role. So, I would like to say one more thing, that Savitri Academy, day by day, it sets an example. And best of luck to all the students, to the teachers. And once again, thank you Nilagiri sir, thank you teachers. Okay.
much, ma'am, for encouraging words and valuable feedback. Thank you, respected judges, for your insightful words and valuable feedback.
So this whole show has all the participants have spoke, and now the tabulation is going on. Calculations चल रहे हैं, किसको कितने marks आए हैं, and किसने बोला था exam is not compulsory. अभी भी marks count हो रहे हैं. According to that, नहीं. Not according to that, they are giving marks. They are giving marks according to skills. So ultimately, what matters is skills. When इसका मतलब ये नहीं है we will stop taking weekly tests. Weekly tests will continue to take place. And your yearly, before the yearly exam, it will be done. I want to say one thing to each and everyone. Every participant was awesome. Clap for yourself. Clap more for those जो बोलते बोलते अटक गए, उनके लिए ज़्यादा ताली वाला. Next thing, I am very happy to see that some students जब वो यहाँ आए थे एडमिशन लेने, तब उनका क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग ऐसा था कि वो सिंपल चीजों को समझ नहीं पाते थे, बोल नहीं पाते थे. और आज जिस तरह से उन्होंने काउंटर अटैक किया, आंसर्स दिया, ये मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगा. आई फील वेरी प्राउड. नेक्स्टली कंटेंट. थिर्डली कुछ बच्चे ऐसे भी थे जो जब आए थे तो उन्हें वन पैराग्राफ तो छोड़ दो, 4 लाइन का आंसर्स याद नहीं होता था. वो आज एक पेजेस का स्पीच दिए हैं. So clap for the teachers who have groomed you for this.
Listen, he has no knowledge of it. He was not there. Same one. For that he will be
Moinet sir, done. You can come here also. No problem. Please come out. I also want to tell one thing. This both students, she is with us since last year. She is with us from this year. These two, how they spoke. Tell me how they spoke. Nice, very nice. How was the anchoring? They themselves have never known that they are so good anchors and so good speakers. These two are my discoveries. These two are my discoveries. The very first day I told Kashmi, read. And the very first day I listened to her speaking. Mentors. And I selected them. And you both have done a splendid job. A very splendid job. Clap for me, actors. Now, I will request this Bami to shift a bit You both sit there because you both were contestants. So I don't want to just, you are not anchors for this moment. Sit there, let them calculate, let them decide what they are deciding, and after that you can do the remaining things. एक बात बताओ, स्टैंडर्ड 1 to 5 कुछ परफॉर्मेंसेस बहुत ही जबरदस्त हैं. Whether it is Anushka, Nitya, कुछ स्पीकर्स एकदम फर्स्ट टाइम आए हैं बोलने के लिए. आस्था, awesome. पहली बार you are speaking in the stage. I'm very happy. Next is followers, Anshuman, first time. Surita, first time. How was your experiences? ये बताओ, तुम लोगों को कैसे लगा बोल कर? Very good. अच्छा, I want to ask, इससे पहले कहीं भी ट्यूशन्स पढ़ रहे होंगे, कितने लोगों के ट्यूशन्स में ये सब होता था? Okay. So everything was decided. I am very happy and I am feeling very proud. Why? Because every time Savitri Academy has done big events and we have just practiced for 2 days. Because being a tuition center, it becomes very it becomes a problematic situation to explain parents that we are doing all these things, and by doing all these things, are we investing time? Because tuitions are meant just to teach. So throughout the first year, I remember, second year, I remember, we started with small quizzes, and last year also we have done the Ramayana quiz. In the entire Dhanbad, it was only Savitri Academy who has done a Ramayana quiz. No other academies have done that. देखो क्या है ना बच्चों, क्यों ये चीज किया जाता है? Understand. हमेशा कोई एक स्टूडेंट तुम्हारे क्लास में मैथ्स में 99 लाता है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो बहुत बड़ा 30 मार्क खा है. हो सकता है उसी क्लास में एक बच्चा जिसको मैथ्स में 40 आ रहा हो और वो बहुत अच्छा ड्राइंग कर सकता है, बहुत अच्छे डांस कर सकता है, बहुत अच्छा गाना गा सकता है. आज तक लोग देखो कुछ ऐसे केसेस हैं जिन्होंने इतना अच्छा स्पीच दिया है, मे बी उनका एकेडमिक्स इतना अच्छा नहीं था, बट मैं नहीं जानता था. रितेश फर्स्ट टाइम है हमारे साथ, पहला ईयर है हमारा, और सबसे भयानक डांट खाने में उसे एक लड़का रितेश है जो मेरे से कहा है. बट जिस वे से तुमने आज बोला, आई फील सो प्राउड रितेश, सो प्राउड. बहुत अच्छे बोले हो, बहुत अच्छे. सो हर तरह का चीज होना चाहिए. अगर एक जंगल है सपोज, और जंगल में कुछ शेर, कुछ चीता, फिश, बर्ड्स सब कोई है, और तुम एक कंपटीशन रखे जिसमें सारे लोगों को बोल रहे हो जो सबसे अच्छा उड़ पाएगा वो फर्स्ट प्राइज मिलेगा. मेरे जैसे जीवों का क्या होगा? हम उड़ पाएंगे? मतलब क्या हमारे पास कोई टैलेंट नहीं है? मेरे जैसा एक मोटा आदमी बहुत अच्छे डायरेक्टर हो सकता है. सो टू टेक ऑन दैट स्किल, कोई एक तरह का परीक्षा हर बच्चों से लेना इज नॉट गुड. विद द सेम, इससे क्या होता है? भेदभाव नहीं होता है. आज क्लास में ये कॉन्टेस्ट होने के बाद जब जाओगे, अभी तक जो लोग 90% ला रहे थे और बड़ा अच्छा फोटो खिंचा रहे थे टीचर्स के साथ, उनका वो घमंड नहीं रहेगा कि कुछ ऐसे बच्चे भी लास्ट बेंच से आएंगे जो अभी मेडल लेकर जाएंगे, जिनके एकेडमिक्स में भी लो हो पर वो बहुत अच्छे स्पीकर्स हैं. सो द एकेडमिक वाइज द लेवल बेस्ट. सारे बच्चों को मैं बहुत अच्छा विशेष देना चाहता हूँ. क्यों? एलोक्यूशन का एक्चुअल मजा तभी आता है जब पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस हो. खांसने के बजाय किसी ने कोई बात नहीं किया है. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. जो मैं बोलता हूँ तो पता ही है, छोड़ दो, हंसी बात नहीं है. ओके, आप लोगों ने बहुत डिसिप्लिन रहा, हमारे इनवाइटेड गेस्ट के सामने बहुत अच्छे से रहा, डिसिप्लिन रहा, ज़्यादा बात नहीं की. आज तो प्यास नहीं लगा, भूख नहीं लगा, 5 बार वॉशरूम नहीं जाना पड़ा. वेरी हैप्पी, वेरी हैप्पी. मैं सोच रहा था क्या करूँगा, बट आर वी डन? ओके. सो वोट के बाद होता है ना, एग्जिट पोल निकलता है, एक एक वोट बढ़ता है. ऐसा नेक्स्ट टाइम से कोशिश करेंगे मॉनिटर लगाने का, है ना? सबको मार्क्स दिखते रहेगा। दोनाश्री वेल डन, वेल डन, आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी। दोनाश्री जब ज्वाइन की थी छोटा छोटा एक्सेस नहीं आ रहा था उसको, याद है? डर नहीं हो रहा था। आज एक पेज सुनाई है। दीपशिका वेरी गुड। एक दो जगह फंबल की हो, लास्ट टाइम फंबल की थी तो इस बार तो पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं कर रही थी। देख बच्चा, इतने लोगों में जितने लोग आज एब्सेंट हैं वो ऐसे लोग हैं जो स्पीकर्स नहीं हैं, है ना? उन 60 बच्चों में इतने बच्चे तुम लोग हो जिन्होंने ये कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट करने का साहस दिखाया। ये पहली जीत है तुम्हारी, समझ आ रही है? सो कोई मेडल किसी को भी मिल सकता है, गोल्ड हो, सिल्वर हो, सर्टिफिकेट्स हो, जो हो, पर मेरी नजर में, मेरे टीचर्स के नजर में काश्मीर से शुरू कर एक काश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी जैसा लग रहा है, काश्मीर से शुरू कर वहां यश तक, एंड यहाँ अमायना से शुरू कर वहां प्रियंका तक, एवरीवन इज रैंक 1। अंडरस्टैंडिंग? तो भाग लेना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, फर्स्ट सेकंड की मत सोचो। समझ आया? इतना एब्सेंट के बावजूद तो मजा आए, अच्छा लगा मुझे, मौका को खुश हुआ। You also presented very nicely. कुछ पार्टिसिपेंट्स ऐसे थे जिनका कल तक श्योर नहीं था, ठीक है? लेकिन जब इन लोगों ने देखा कि बाकी लोग बोल रहे हैं और मेरे को निकाल दिया जा रहा है, विदिन अ हाफ डे प्रिपरेशन करके कुछ बच्चे ऐसे थे जिनको लोग सोचते थे नहीं लेकिन सेंस कि एक महीना टाइम से दिया गया है कि चलो कुछ लर्न करो, सुना, कुछ सीरियस नहीं थे, पर वही बच्चे 2 दिन में लर्न करके सुनाए हैं। सो प्रियंका इजीली 90% ला सकती है बेटा। कितने दिन में लर्न की? एक दिन में, क्योंकि पहला राउंड में तो छट गई थी, फिर बोली कि नहीं मेरी बहन बोल रही है तो मैं भी बोलूंगी। कहाँ है गुल्लू? प्रियदर्शन। तो कुछ इंसान जब ठान लेता है ना, कोई चीज भी ठान लो तो वो हासिल होकर ही रहता है। एंड लास्टली ऋषभ और कौन था तुम्हारा पार्टनर? पांडे, आयुष। अपना प्रेसिडेंट है, हम लोग सर से ही ज्यादा बोलते हैं, प्रतिभागी पढ़ते हो तो बोलते हैं। सो आयुष एंड ऋषभ, बेटा यहाँ जो हुआ वो लेवल 1 था। नेक्स्ट बार जब स्पीच होगा 10 में जाओगे, गोल्ड मेडल तुम लोग ले आओ। समझ आई? इसमें कोई बुराई नहीं है, ठीक है? नित्यम ऑलवेज अ गुड स्पीकर, है ना? आकर्ष वेरी गुड। Akash is not that good in studies, but he tried, he learned, he came, he spoke. I'm very happy. Very good. ठीक है? Each and everyone, Avish also. Shreya and Satakshi. Awesome. Shreya was quitting. Shreya was not, because Shreya has lost her grandmother this week. Shreya said, I want to be taking part in this. She was absent also. The entire practice session she was absent. She has prepared everything. And I just called her once. And बहुत प्यार से बोला, एक थप्पड़ मारेंगे ना सब हो जाएगा। यही प्यार का नतीजा है कि आज वो यहाँ आई है, डिलीवर की है। आप लोग को याद होगा लास्ट टाइम जब हम लोग वो वीर बाल दिवस सेलिब्रेट किए थे लास्ट ईयर, तब श्रेया फंबल की हुई थी, और आज वही श्रेया इतने कॉन्फिडेंटली बात की, इतने कॉन्फिडेंटली स्पीच दी, साक्षी को पता क्या हो गया। ये लगा था ना तुमको अब हम क्या बोलेंगे, बट thinking all those Carmelite intuitions, याद की मैं किस स्कूल में हूँ, कितने सिस्टर्स हैं, क्या है नहीं है, and then बोलेंगे अरे डीएवी आज चला जाएगा, लेट मी स्पीक। कुछ लोगों ने होमवर्क करके आया था, ये मेरे को अच्छा लगा, एक दूसरे के स्पीचेस से क्वेश्चन बना कर आए थे घर से। कुछ तो सबसे अच्छा लगा दीप ज्योति को। हमको लगा क्या बोलेगा, बिकॉज दीप ज्योति इज वन ऑफ दोस चाइल्ड जिस ब्रेन इज वेरी पिक्यूलियर। आप आप अगर इसको एक ग्रंथ दे दो रामायण, अगर उसमें 1000 पेजेस हैं, ये 1000 पेजेस आपको लर्न करके सुना देगा। लेकिन अगर पूछ लो राम कौन है, his brain is this, critical thinking ability is not well in that, but learning things. लास्ट ईयर भी दीप ज्योति एक दिन में हिंदी का पूरा स्पीच लर्न करके सुनाया था। इस बार भी दीप ज्योति ने हिंदी और इंग्लिश एक दिन में ही लर्न करके सुनाया है वो पूरा स्पीच। और इस बार तो क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग भी बहुत अच्छा बोले, एकदम वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छा, बार बार समझ के पढ़ा हूँ, ठीक है। सो ये एक ही बच्चा है जो पूरा पैसा वसूल करता है, फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग टिल नाइट ही कॉल्स मी, सर ये सर वो सर ये नहीं हुआ, सर वो समझ नहीं आया, दिस दैट। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विद यू, वेरी गुड, वेल डन। Calculation is done. अब बस सर्टिफिकेट में पुट होगा और you will be given the certificates and medals, ठीक है।
हेलो, आप लोग को शायद ये नहीं पता होगा कि हम यहाँ पे जब ज्वाइन किए थे तो नील सर के जो रिस्पेक्ट मिला था, आज सिर्फ इस इवेंट को अटेंड करने के लिए हम 165 किलोमीटर दूर से 2 बजे हम आए और अभी फिर रात में हम चल जाएंगे। अभी यहाँ सब पार्टिसिपेंट्स का, जज का, टीचर्स का, सबका क्लैपिंग हुआ है। तो एक बार हमारे डायरेक्टर सर के लिए भी। और यहाँ पे जो एकेडमी है ना, यहाँ पे हम एक चीज देखे, हम आज से नहीं अराउंड ये बहुत टाइम से हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, अराउंड 10 साल से पढ़ा रहे हैं, लेकिन ये जो एकेडमी में मुझे मिला है, ठीक है, यहाँ पे पढ़ाने के अलावा जो इवेंट्स होता है, यहाँ पे बच्चों को जो हार्मोनिक डेवलपमेंट देखा जाता है, क्रिएटिव लर्निंग देखा जाता है, ये इंटायर पूरे एकेडमी में कहीं नहीं मिला है जो यहाँ पे इनके तरफ से मिला है। ऑल अबाउट द आइडिया ऑफ द आवर डायरेक्टर। क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है?
Aniket sir he was teaching mathematics in 9 and 10. He came last year. I know him since many years. I and Aniket's sisters were colleagues, and he is a very honest teacher. Actually, everyone. I have never let this land get polluted. Never. I never select teachers according to their certificate. मेरे को बोला ना पैसा दो ना, क्या कौन सा डिग्री चाहिए दे देंगे। But whenever I sit for selection, I have always selected souls. I have always selected souls. So every time he has to, and everyone. इवेंट का एक चीज और मैं आप लोगों को बताऊं, ये जो पूरा प्रिपरेशन है 2 दिन में करना संभव इसलिए होता है कि ये जो टीम है टीचर्स का, सब लग जाते हैं एक साथ, एवरीवन अपने अपने एंड से, एवरीवन। इनफैक्ट अभी कुछ टीचर्स यहाँ है नहीं, उनका भी बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। कुछ टीचर ऐसा भी है जो मेरे साथ बैठता है पीछे और दूर दूर से व्हाइट बोर्ड लेके आता है, बॉक्सेस लेके आता है। राहुल अभी है नहीं यहाँ। अजीत सर कंप्यूटर टीचर, जिनका साउंड बॉक्स हम लोग अभी तक यूज कर रहे थे, हम लोग खरीद नहीं पाए थे। इस बार हम लोगों ने अपना खरीदा है, क्योंकि आज अजीत सर की बेटी का जन्मदिन है तो उनको वो साउंड बॉक्स ले जाना पड़ा। सो अच्छा ही है, उनकी बेटी के जन्मदिन में हम लोगों को गिफ्ट मिला ना। यस, So each and everyone from root level, and it gives me immense pride today. This auditorium. ऐसा भी दिन था बच्चों, कितने लोग याद है सबसे पुराने बैचेस में जानकी है यहाँ, ऐसा भी दिन था कि कैंडल्स में पढ़ाई की है और बहुत प्राउडली पढ़ाई की है। तब भी जानवी को 60 से 90 आया था मैक्सिमम फाइनल ईयर में, मुझे याद है। So it gives me immense pride that whatever we are doing, we have rented this from one single room. This academy started, and now we have the entire building with us. Thanks to Almighty. And अगर सक्सेस मिल रहा है सावित्री अकेडमी को, अगर एक्सेल कर रहे हैं, तो वो नेहा जैसे टीचर्स, अनिकेत जैसे टीचर्स, सलोनी जैसे टीचर्स, या जो भी टीचर्स इसमें हैं, इनका मैं नाम लेते लेते थक जाऊंगा, उन सब की बदौलत ये हो पाती है। सबसे अच्छा बात, जब कोई टीचर छूटता है यहाँ, अदर्स एकेडमी या ट्यूशन सेंटर्स में देखिए क्या होता है, किसी टीचर स्टूडेंट को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, कोई गया कोई आया। यहाँ मुझे रिप्लेसमेंट खोजने में हालत खराब हो जाता है, रिजिड हो जाता है वो कि उन्हीं से पढ़ना है। अब या तो उनसे बेटर लाओ या उन जैसा लाओ, बट थैंक्स टू द ऑलमाइटी भोलेनाथ, I was very honest worker when I was working 10 years back, and I have also got very honest teammates in this Savitri Academy. I have never done a no from anyone. कभी नहीं, ये नहीं हो पाएगा सर, ये हम नहीं कर पाएंगे सर, राहुल यहाँ होगा नहीं शायद, लेकिन 2 बार गया है, एक बार बॉक्स लाने और बॉक्स लाते ही खराब हो गया, फिर लेके ही गया। There are some teachers who are going to the school in the morning, then yoga, and again came back in the evening. Same goes with the judges also. They went to the school in the morning, and they are here with us. So I'm very happy today. Happy with each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Are we done? So we are done. Shift. What's the subject? भैया आज अब उन लोगों को बुलाया जाएगा जिनका मार्क्स सबसे ज्यादा आया है कैलकुलेशन से, बेटा तो सब देगा। I would request our esteemed judges to come back and hand over the certificates and medals to the winners. Please come. So, in standard 1 to 4 category, the first prize goes to Satvik Kumar Verma. Come, Satvik. Yes. Come. Chalo, make this one. Clap everyone. ठीक है, तो वहाँ वेट करोगे, बाद में बताइए। Next, Pavni Kumari, standard 2. Aja, very good. Very good. Take the certificate. This is please see the captain. Okay. Go. Next is Anushka Raut from Standard 5 category. Come. Well done, Anushka. Well done. Let me tell, Anushka is the first. There we have Satvik first prize and Pammi second prize. In next, Anushka first prize in Standard 5 category. Now let us see who gets the first prize in Standard 5, second prize in the category. Go, wait there. The second prize goes to Astha. Give a big round of applause for Astha. Come, Astha. Come. Well done, well done, well done. Clap everyone, keep clapping. The clapping is stop. So now the category for standard 6, 7 and 8. 6 to 8, category 6 to 8 stories. Poem is gone, now stories. The second prize goes to Avinash Ghoshal. Avinash, the second prize. We have one more second prize. In story section, we have 2 second, 2 first. Okay? So 1 second prize going to Avinash, and the second prize in this category goes to Somajit Bhattacharya. Come Somajit, second prize. That's it. Welcome. Okay. Now comes the first prize. The first prize. The first prize goes to Khadija. Come Khadija. Let's go. Now Khadija. Again, one first prize is there. Hey, Kashmir ko nahi mile isko. Kashmir Chakradas, the first prize. Come down. Now, in debate, English debate. In English and Hindi debate we have. In English we have English debate, 1 first prize, 1 second prize. Hindi debate, 1 first prize, 1 second prize. So in the English, the second prize goes to. Any guesses? Donashri. A big round of applause for Donashri Datta. Where the middle first? Second number middle right. That's it. This is the first time. Great. Clap again. This is the first time she has done it. Good job. Okay, go. And the first prize in English debate goes to इफ्योटी किसको मिला होगा? तुमको क्या लगता है फर्स्ट प्राइज किसको मिला होगा इंग्लिश डिबेट में? हाँ गेस करो. Oh yes, you're right. You are the winner. Come. ये लड़के को लास्ट टाइम जो मेडल मिला था वो पिक्चर व्हाट्सएप में अभी किसने डीपी है मेरे साथ एक फुल ईयर रखा है. वेरी गुड. गो. Big congratulations for these very big congratulations. Critical thinking बड़ा है. ठीक है. Next. The first prize नहीं पहले सेकंड करते हैं ना. Hindi. In Hindi, the second prize goes to किसको आया होगा? Deep. Come Deep. You are the second. तालियां. Where the medal was? And the last, the first prize. Who might have got? गलत जवाब. सही जवाब है रितेश कुमार. Come, use your applause for Ritesh. अच्छा होल्ड कर लो. अभी होल्ड कर लो. हाँ गुजर लो. Request all the teachers to go back a bit. Few have not got medals and certificates. एकदम एक्सट्रीम बैक में चले जाएंगे. एकदम एक्सट्रीम बैक में चले जाएंगे आप लोग. आप लोग तो नहीं. आप लोग के बिना शो कैसे चलेगा? हाँ. Listen, I want them to see. Few have not got medals, but they have spoken very well. हिम्मत नहीं हारोगी. So everyone जिनको नहीं मिला है इस बार हिम्मत नहीं हारना. ये सोचना कि लास्ट टाइम नित्यम एक कैंडिडेट था जिसको मिला था. आज तुमको किसने टॉप किया है. कंपटीशन बढ़ा ना. नेक्स्ट टाइम और मेहनत करना है. ओके. तो हमें ये सीख मिली है कि नेक्स्ट टाइम हमें और मेहनत करना है. छोटे हैं वो आ गए हैं. कौन भी आ गया? 1 to 4 आ गया. 1 to 4 आ गया. और आ गया. हाँ बस नहीं आ गया. अभी अनुष्का का बोला क्या आस्था. हाँ wait. बैठ. फिर सुरजीत, अविनाश और आजाओ everyone. हाइट वाइज लगो. हाइट वाइज काश्मीर आ जाओ. क्लास बड़ा है. हाइट छोटा है. इधर काश्मीर. हाँ प्लीज बैठ. अब जजेस नहीं दिख रहे होंगे. चलो सब कोई नीज में बैठो. Sit on your knees. आराम से बेटा. आराम से. Sit on your knees. हाँ. ऋषभ और दीप खड़े हो जाओ. ऋषभ और दीप खड़े हो जाओ. तो वहां चले जाओ. ऋषभ वहां से. रितेश वहां चले जाओ. दीप वहां चले जाओ. मैं बीच में आ जाता हूँ. मैं थोड़ा उधर चले जाऊँ.
UNESCO website.